You know, one thing that's hard for me to understand or listen to is when I talk to another man, it don't matter what race they are, and I hear them say, man, I only got 2 more years to pay child support before I'm done. Man, I can't wait. And I'm just sitting there thinking to myself, like, man, that's crazy to me because I can't understand that at all. Like, I'm doing everything I can to try and slow time down for my kids to turn 18. I do not want my kids to grow up. I feel like time's moving too fast, and it just shocks me to see somebody who's like treating their kid like it's a car payment. The craziest thing is you can't change anybody, but you got people in your life you could shape, and you don't want to. It's like you want to rush them out, but you're not teaching them. Look, the reason I make these videos, even though it's for everybody to see, this is really a time capsule for my kids to always be able to look back and see how I think, what I thought. So if any of the life lessons that I don't get through to them before I go, they can go back and hopefully look at this when it's an appropriate age for them to look at it. Everything that I talk about ain't for them right now. And it's like, well, you know what? I feel like maybe I've been doing these videos wrong because I be talking at people, or maybe I'm making people feel like I think I'm better than them. And that's not what I think. I think what the real problem is I'm speaking and I am a military mind in a black person's body. Like, I live a black person's life, but I think military. And plus, I was raised in a little bit of a different background. So I feel like I've been doing these videos wrong because I ain't letting y'all know nothing about me, really. I'm just telling y'all what I think. So I'm gonna let you know something about me. My father passed away when I was 14 years old. That was my best friend. Everything that was important in life had to be taught to me by somebody else. And I guess even then, I knew stuff wasn't right. But luckily, I had people around me like James, like Mr. Richard, Mr. Bailey, Mr. Pritchett, Mr. Bryant. Those people, they were the older people in the neighborhood, but I saw how they moved. I saw how they took care of their families. Though I didn't have my father, even though he was a good father, but he couldn't be there. And so I treat every moment and everything I do in life as if it matters, because tomorrow ain't guaranteed. I told y'all, sometimes I hurt, but it hurt to hear somebody say, the one thing you have control over in this life is your offspring. It's your offspring. They grow up to think like you want them to. Every we complain about how the school system has the majority of the time with our kids, but that ain't true. We have the majority of time with our kids, and it's what we do with it that really shapes them. My kids think like I think, and through these videos, I'm gonna continue to shape the way that they think into their adulthood if I'm not around. But that ain't gonna happen. I'm gonna do everything I can to make sure that I get to spend every minute that I can with my kids. See, some of y'all out there paper chasing, but what you don't realize is y'all say time is money. Time ain't money. Time is way more important than money, because you can never buy more time. But as long as you got time, you can always get more money. I need the time that I got now to shape these kids, because where I know that these videos that I'm making, some of y'all will agree with what I'm saying. Some of y'all will look at me and call me a coon and all these other things, and that's cool. I don't care. Because really, I want my kids to see that I was man enough to make these videos for them. They are important enough to me. that I'll take whatever abuse y'all got to give. But see, my hard drives in my house, they crash, and my kids might not know how to find them. But see, right here, my kids can see how I think. And they'll see how you think too. Because when they see black people bashing me, talking about I'm bashing black people, or when they see, people going on there calling me the N-word because I'm black, they're going to see what kind of world this really is, and that's what I want my kids to see. I won't show it to them right now, but when they become of age and they see these videos, they going to know. This is for them. I just let y'all watch. This was another rare moment into my life. But I just don't understand. I'm going to start coming from a different perspective, a different angle, I mean. Instead of telling y'all what's wrong, what I really want y'all to do is just take some time and think, is there another way of thinking that is not the way that I think? Could it be possible that somebody that don't look like me could possibly be thinking like me? Because guess what? It's not just people of my race who I hear from saying, I only got 2 more years of paying child support. And man, that's doing that, I can't relate. I can't relate. And it's not I think I'm better than you. It's just that I don't understand, because some of y'all act like y'all trying to shape the ballot boxes anyway. You putting so many kids out there. Take some time and make them kids know you. Hell, if you can't be there for them all, at least try and do a YouTube video, let them know how you think. Because guess what? A lot of y'all who acting like deadbeats, your baby mama letting your kids know what kind of person you were. At least be there so you could defend yourself at a minimum. But man, I love my kids so much. I'm trying to find ways out of work. And I ain't saying I'm trying to be a deadbeat. What I'm saying is I'm trying to find every way I can to do as little work as possible, to make as much money as possible, so I can spend as much time as possible with these kids. Anything else is just stupid, y'all. If y'all feel like I be bashing y'all, I apologize. That's not who I am. What I'm trying to do is wake y'all up. It's a different way of thinking. I'm not saying my way is the only way or the right way. What I'm saying is we got to start thinking differently, because this world is spinning out of control. And I need this world to be a better place for my kids. A better place for my kids. I don't care how we get there, but we got to get there, y'all. I don't know, maybe these videos is going to be good for me, because I'm letting y'all further and further into my life. And I ain't going to lie, it feels a little bit better. I ain't going to let y'all too far in, because that's going to take some time. Because some of y'all evil, and y'all need to change your hearts. But I'm here, and I can take it. So give it to me, because I'm going to give it to you. Hey, this your boy Shaw, a.k.a. Shaw the Barber, a.k.a. Skill Hands at Work. Don't look at your kids like they a car note. Look at them like they're the future. And that's your way into the future. Your legacy. Leave your kids with something up here. And show them, because when you ain't around, just like my father wasn't around, it was other people who had to make me who I am. If you don't feel it's right, I ain't even had no control over all this. This is just who I am. Y'all take it easy.